What's going on, y'all? Folk with Fabian Speaks. We are back with a video. We're doing a reaction to the Bible Project's The Disturbing but Surprising Wisdom of Ecclesiastes. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know y'all's thoughts in the comment section below. Let's just go ahead and hop right in, and of course, we'll have commentary throughout the
Bible,
video.
known as the wisdom literature. Proverbs, Ecclesiastes.
What ain't?
We're exploring 3 books in the Bible known as the wisdom literature. Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Job. And they're all asking the question, what does it mean to live well in this world?
So we've looked at Proverbs, who you could think of as a bright young teacher.
She's all about pursuing wisdom, an attribute of God that's woven into reality. And she's optimistic that if you use wisdom, you will build a successful life.
But then we come to Ecclesiastes, who's more like this sharp, middle-aged critic. And he says,
You think using wisdom will bring you success. You'd better think again, because life here under the sun is meaningless.
And that's a phrase he uses a lot in this book.
but to understand this book, we have to realize first that we're hearing 2 voices.
So first there's the teacher, and we've been calling him the critic. He's the main voice in the book.
But he is introduced to us by another figure, the author. And he's the one who's collected the critic's words, and then at the end of the book summarizes everything and gets the final word.
So why does the author want us to hear from the critic?
Well, he wants to turn your view of the world upside down, and he's going to let the critic explore 3 really disturbing things about the world.
And we should warn you, these are pretty intense.
Yeah, so the first is the march of time, or as the critic says,
Generations come and generations go, but the earth, it's been here long before us and will be long after. No one remembers people from long ago, and all the people yet to come, they too will be forgotten by those who come after them.
so on a cosmic
Deep. So to provide context, of course, Ecclesiastes, a book within the Bible that kind of provides a very in-depth reality to how life really works. And it's an obvious question that a lot of people I ask a lot of times. Why do good people struggle, but bad people find success? Why do things happen to people? And bottom line is life is random, and I don't want to full-fledged say random, because we serve the divine, we serve the Lord our God, and we understand that he has reasoning and rhyme behind everything. But you can't guarantee anything in life is the point. And it's a very cynical, right? A very critic kind of mindset, to where it always gave me comfort when I read it, because it just explained a lot. You can strive, you can do all type of things, but still some things just aren't within your control. A lot of people say work hard and you'll find success. Come on, man. There's people that have worked hard, they don't find success, right? And a lot of people say, man, talent, when talent doesn't work hard, hard work beats talent. There's all these monikers that people use in the world that holistically or fully you can't guarantee. So Ecclesiastes puts life in a real perspective, to where it's an honest part of the Bible, to where a lot of people think that the Bible is just all positivity and willy-nilly, and it's not. It breaks some cold, harsh truths and realities as well. And this first point, time, right? We don't control time. Why do the good die young? There's people who live substantial amount of years, accomplish nothing. People who have a short lifespan and accomplish big things. People who don't even get to see their 15th birthday. It's like there's so much multitude to life. You can't just put it in a bottle.
scale, you and I, we
Who come after them, and all the people yet to come,
Let's take it back.
it's been here.
is the march of time, or as the critic says,
Generations come and generations go, but the earth, it's been here long before us and will be long after. No one remembers people from long ago, and all the people yet to come, they too will be forgotten by those who come after them.
So on a cosmic scale, you and I, we are just a blip. Stars are born, and then they die and form planets which orbit new stars, and those planets, they change over time and eventually burn up.
And amidst this cosmic backdrop, My entire existence is like a blink in time.
Which leads to the critic's second disturbing observation, that we are all going to die.
Humans face the same fate as the animals, death. All people, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, those who offer sacrifices to God and those who do not, they all share the same destiny. All this activity and madness, then we all join the dead.
Man, this book is depressing.
And so is the final disturbing thing.
I'm not mad at the fact that we die. I wouldn't want to live in this reality, to be completely blatant, forever. So facing death, we understand it's a natural part of life. You're born and eventually you have a due date. So I don't know. That's not very sorrowful or dire to me. That's just reality in the norm. Some people try to think that life is so exquisite, man. I want to live forever. I don't want to die. And it's like, I don't think life all that. Like, I don't know. I guess once you have a certain understanding on how life works, you just get that it's part of the plan, right? A lot of people say with wisdom comes sorrow, because once you understand things to a multitude, there's some sorrowfulness behind it because it's a cold, hard truth and reality. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want to live here and be like 1,000 years old. You know how much like stupidity you would have to see throughout that lifetime?
For the critic, and that is life's random nature.
So in Proverbs, life isn't random. There's a clear cause and effect relationship between doing the right thing and being rewarded.
But the fact is that life doesn't always work that way. The critic has observed a glitch in the system. He calls it chance, or in his words,
The race doesn't always go to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food always come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the educated. Time and chance happen to them all.
So his point is that you can't really control anything in life. It's just way too unpredictable.
So if I want to master life,
Then you're setting yourself up for a fall. Now, throughout the book, the critic uses a metaphor to tie together all of these disturbing ideas. Nearly 40 times he says that everything in life is hevel. It's a Hebrew word that means smoke or vapor. Like smoke, life is beautiful and
Smoke and
mysterious.
mirrors.
it takes one shape, and before you know it, it takes a new shape.
And smoke looks solid, but try and grab it, it'll slip right through your fingers.
And when you're stuck in the thick of it, like fog, it's impossible to see clearly.
Now, our modern translations have lost the metaphor, and they usually translate hevel as meaningless. But if you read closely, the critic isn't saying that life has no meaning, but rather that its meaning is never clear. Like smoke, life is confusing, it's disorienting and uncontrollable.
So what are we supposed to do with all of this?
Well, surprisingly, the critic first of all acknowledges the perspective of Proverbs. He says it's a really good idea to learn wisdom and to live in the fear of the Lord.
Really? I mean, he just said that doesn't guarantee success.
But he knows it's the right thing to do. But secondly, and more often, he says that since you can't
And on top of that, the right thing to do, right? But I think that there's a certain baseline or a foundation that you should keep. Following the guidance of Proverbs will give you that foundation. Like, you're better off following a stable landscape than just completely living in chaos and uncertainty. The wisdom of Proverbs doesn't ensure success or multitude in life, riches. It ensures that you have some type of stability and high ground in a sense, right? To where you don't make stupid mistakes. You make the wisest choices. And these things will prevent you from running into roadblocks, errors, hurdles, or, dire consequences.
control your life. But secondly, and more often, he says that since you can't control your life, you should stop trying. Learn to hold things with an open hand, because you really only have control over one thing, and that's your attitude towards the present moment. Stop worrying, he says, and choose to enjoy a good conversation with a friend, or the sun on your face, or a good meal with people that you care about.
The simple things in life.
Yes, and both the good things and the bad, because both are rich gifts from God. And that's the surprising wisdom of Ecclesiastes.
Listening to the critic is painful and can lead you into some dark places.
And that's why the author speaks up at the end of the book. He doesn't want you to lose hope. He wants to make you humble into someone who trusts that life has meaning even when you can't make sense of it, that one day God will clear the hevel and bring his justice on all that we've done. And so he tells us that the proper response to all of this is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments.
And that's the book of Ecclesiastes. Now, there's one more voice in the Bible's wisdom literature, and that's the book of Job.
And he will bring us the final, much-needed perspective on our journey into wisdom.
Hey, thanks for watching this.
The Bible Project, very interesting series, and a lot of these videos came out over a decade ago, man. Just truth, great wisdom, obviously according to scripture, but the way that they're able to animate it, put it in a visual context is superb. So they say, listening to, Ecclesiastes is just saddening, but I disagree. I think the dark side, to understand the dark side, allows you to maneuver through the light. It allows you to approach the light with a certain dynamic. Like if you're just living in a fantasy land thinking everything's sweet and peaches, I think that when heartache and pain hits you, you're not able to cope with it. You're just so fragile at that point in time. Understanding the sadness, the dark truths allows you to flourish in reality. Too many people don't live in reality. So I think that naturally people need to wake up, open their eyes. If you don't read the word, because there's certain scriptures and books that impart wisdom and it's very relatable to modern day times. So comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this, man. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless. We'll see y'all in the next video.